Hi, this is Zach Green's Bonder, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it on your calendars so you don't miss out. We've got lots of people coming on the chat. Hello, everybody. Let's get started with the card of the day. Now, this is from our Healing with the Fairies card. It's fairly nice card deck. Let's pick one at random. I didn't do that at random. Let's see. Here we go. The card for today is our message from Universe for us for today, and it's the inner child. So make sure that you spend some time today making sure that you're doing something fun and appeasing that inner child we all have as we go through this crazy times that we're going through at the moment. Well, always. Anyways, so there's the card for today. Very nice artwork. Okay, let's get into some of the questions from the other day. Somebody was asking the question about polka dots. So let's get into that. How is polka dot going to do in the next little while? I think it's going to do very, very well. It's one of those cryptocurrencies that you should be really getting into if you haven't already. Of course, this is not financial advice, of course, and this is for entertainment purposes only. So let's have a look at the polka dot for today. So it seems that they're going to be doing very good time. It's going to be very, very quiet on their front for the next little while as they're doing things behind the scenes. I think I was watching a video that they're redoing some of the things behind the scenes and make it much, much better to move forward. And there hasn't been a lot of talk about Polkadot in the last little while. So the prices seem to be fairly low for Polkadot. So it might be a good time to purchase some Polkadot overall. It's going to be going up with the rest of the market, up and down, as we've been seeing in the last little while. And of course, it's going to be going up with the rest of the market in summertime. I believe we're going to have a good little bull run, not the big bull run that everybody's expecting, but I think it's going to be more for the winter time for that really big one coming up. And they're doing all the things behind the scenes correctly. So, yeah. Not much happening there overall. I think overall it's going to be a very good cryptocurrency moving forward. Okay, what's the next thing we got? Make sure that we get a lot of questions for today, especially on TikTok. Okay, so somebody asked the question about Trudeau versus Elon. There's a little bit of rivalry there. Elon's been showing our great leader in Canada his true colors. So let's have a look at that. How is that going to be turning out? So I'm thinking that the thing that Elon Musk was doing for Canadians is actually helping funding many of the projects around Canada and that sort of thing with his own money, and actually helping Canadians out in that aspect. And it's not going well with Trudeau. So that's very interesting. We got the financial flow card that popped up in the reading. And I'm thinking that it's going to be bringing more relevance to Canada as Elon Musk is showing everybody, because he's a very prolific leader out there, or figure out there. of the faults of Trudeau. You have to remember a lot of Canadians don't see any fault with Trudeau because they may not be paying attention or they're not uh, not looking at all the information that's available out there for Canadians out there. And he's basically showing everybody what Trudeau is all about. So this is where the rivalry is with Elon and Trudeau moving forward. But I do think Elon is going to have that inner power, and he's going to be making quite a few changes. I think Elon is actually working for the White Hats now on how do I say this? Only because it suits his own agenda. Okay. Not that he's a really nice guy and all that sort of thing, but I think Elon Musk is doing all these things for the White Hats moving forward because it suits his needs as well. Just let that sink in. So Elon Musk is basically dragging Trudeau's name through the mud and giving him that inner power that which was very much needed moving forward. They will find some harmony. The Canadians are going to be finding some harmony because of Elon Musk dragging Trudeau through the mud, which is quite funny to watch. And I think a lot of great changes are going to be coming out of that particular exchange between the two leaders. And Trudeau, as a leader, is we'll do this. So I'm thinking Elon is going to be winning overall with this particular scenario. And I'm thinking that it's going to be bringing a whole brand new light upon Canadian politics moving into the next election, which is in a couple of years still. So there you go. There's Elon versus Trudeau. What's the next thing? Liberland. Somebody was asking that question about Liberland. Oh, that Trudeau. He's a lonely man, you know. Yeah, people have been throwing stuff at him. I think they need bigger stuff to throw at him next time. Not condoning violence or anything. Might be helpful. Anyways, so Liberland, I think, is going to be doing very, very well overall, according to the cards. We got that dreams come true. Okay, card come popping up. So if you're sitting on some Liberland and you don't know what to do with the next, just do what me and the wife do. Just sit on it and wait. Do not do those knee-jerk reactions that many people do. They get a little bit of news and they freak out and they sell everything at a loss. Never, ever sell at a loss. Okay, I think that is going to be coming up for many of the cryptocurrencies moving forward, is they're going to go down and everybody's going to panic, and you know the scenario. Always do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. Okay, so when everybody's running around with their hair on fire, panicking, that's when you start to buy. And I think a couple of days ago, everybody was a little bit panicky because the market went down quite a bit, and now it went back up. So always do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. The majority of people. Okay? That's how you make the good money. Not financial advice, just observation. Okay, so Liberland is in that boat. I think it's going to be coming down quite a bit in the next little while. I think April, May, it's going to be coming down, and there's going to be a little bit of a crash in the summertime. We're going to have that summertime crash and this wintertime boom. So just be prepared for that and just get your cryptocurrencies. Keep them safe, like get a Trezor or a Ledger Nano, that sort of thing moving forward, and just sit on it, okay? And think about other things. Stop worrying so much about what the news is saying. All these things that we're seeing on the news right now, they're going to be blowing over in no time flat. If nobody pays attention to it and you do not react to the news, you're going to be much better off overall. Okay, and that's basically what the cards are showing me off to the side here. And I think they're going to be making new alliances with different companies, and that they're going to be making a whole lot new business partnerships in the next little while. And of course, with they're trusting their whole lot of funny stuff in the comments. Of course, always trust your intuition, and that's what they're going to be doing as well moving forward, and it's going to be paying off for them in a big way. Okay, what do we got next? Okay. This is the psychic remote viewing class for today, where we all are America's funniest videos guy. Yeah, I could be. Maybe I'll get a job with them or something. That's on the TikTok. It's not on the main channel here. So for today's remote viewing target, we got some heavy hitters. We got Dilly Dilly. We got Bob Job. Who else we have here for today? Taran does pretty good. Okay. Now is the time that we're doing the remote viewing practice show. So the number that we're focusing on for today is 793-131, and it's the day that we're going to be revealing after, okay, you make your psychic observations for today, okay? So what do we got for colors?
Are you going to do a little meditation first?
Yeah, let's do a little bit of meditation first to get you in the zone.
Just a short one.
Just a short one. So just sit back, relax, breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. In, out. Picturing a white light surrounding you, protecting you as you're doing your psychic work, permeating every part of your body, the white light. Just focus on that now. Making your connection to the other side. I always think of it as an extension cord that extends from me to the other side, to the universal mind. Blocking out all other tension. Washing it with the white light and moving towards inner peace and centered. Being centered. Tuning down the monkey chatter that we have going on at all the time, which is normal. And just focusing upon the number of 793-131 as you're breathing in and out. Now we're going to gradually come back out, back to consciousness, slowly and peacefully. And very connected to the other side as we open our eyes and focus on the task at hand. Okay, so what you're going to do is you look at the number and you find the colors that first appear in your mind, or however that you pick up the information. Okay? So what is the first colors that we're seeing? Blue. We have the color blues associated with the object, the target. Dilly Dilly has red. Very good. Look around the target. Is there multiple colors or a single color? Yvonne says green. Something tall and skinny. So Yvonne has reached out and looked at the target and looking at the shape. Okay, so it's something very, very tall and very skinny. We have the color silver associated with the target. Okay, so reach out to the target. What kind of texture are you feeling? Is it rough? Is it smooth? So as you're feeling, also feel the temperature of the target. Is it warm, cold? Dilly says it's bumpy and rocky. Okay. Yvonne says rough. Okay. So it's very rocky and bumpy. The temperature, Pop Chop says it's about room temperature if you feel the target. So there's some smooth parts to the target. Cold in places and a little bit of room temperature going on with that target. So feeling the texture and the temperature of the target, you become closer and you take a whiff, a smell of the target. What kind of smells are we getting from this? Sunny and hot. So it could be an outside object. Okay. What's kind of the smell that we're picking up with this target? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Does it make your nose itch? That sort of thing. Bob Jazz says it's outside, walking around, fresh air. Okay. A little bit of salty. So might be by water, maybe. That that salty spray from the ocean, maybe, or a body of water. Any other smells that we're picking up on it? So as you step back and you look at the target, what kind of shape is it? Is it square? Is it round? Is it a triangle? We have brick or stone. Okay, it could be made out of those, or it has that texture of brick or stone. Okay, so what kind of shape is it? Is it round, rectangle? So Bob Jobs says it's a landscape like garden. Okay. Dilly Dilly says it's cone shaped. Yvonne says that it's man-made. So it could be very manicured building or a landscape with a man-made structure in the middle of it. So it's cone shaped, kind of like a pillar, or there's a pillar type of structure that's attached to the main target. What size is it? Is it very large or very small? So are you craning your neck when you're looking at the target because you can't see the whole thing if you're up close? Or is it something very, very small? Dilly Dilly says it puts out light. Okay. Bob Jobs says it's a red bricked structure and large. So very, very large. You got to crane your neck around to see the very large target. What are some of the sounds that we're hearing? We cup a hand over our ears and we listen. What are some of the things that we're hearing? Is there wind blowing? There could be some birds in the background chirping. Yvonne says there is dinging in the distance, maybe.
Where'd you get this in the distance?
Or very close. Ding,
It's
ding,
just
ding, ding. Dinging. Okay. Spring noises like a nice breeze, the leaves are rustling. Dilly Dilly says there's waves on the shoreline. What's some other things that we can see, feel, smell about the target? Smoke. Okay. Bob Job says it's a round dome of large aircraft hangar. Hmm. We'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll do the reveal. Oh, on top is soil. Okay. Hello, Angarette. We're just going through our remote viewing right now. Anything to add to the remote viewing of 793131? A car. Okay. Interesting. So there may be a few cars or a car in the picture. Any textures or smells that Anchoret is picking up? Of course, that would be an analytical overlay, so that could be correct. No good smell. So when Angarette comes into the scene, she's like, ugh. Okay. What kind of textures is Angarette picking up? Or anybody. And then we'll reveal very, very soon. Should we reveal?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Hopefully it's in here. Yes, it is. Oh, both natural and man-made. Okay. Now I remember what the target was.
Okay. Well, my shape is actually looks that way.
Yeah, it does have that long shape. We do have that salty smell. Waves crashing against the shore would be heard. Lot. It's very very wet. Uh, Smell. I don't know what a big whales would smell like. Probably not the best type of smell. Um, what else we got? Waves on the shoreline. Dilly dilly. It could have spring noises.
I think Dilly Dilly was the closest.
I think dilly dilly was in the pocket. A very large structure. Kind of a cone shape. Showing our TikTok person here.
Could be singing in the background.
Could be from a far off shore. Salty, definitely salty. Outside, fresh air. That could be very well be. Sunny and hot. That would fit.
Not quite tall and skinny.
Not, well,
It's big though.
rough would fit. Feeling the skin. Bumpy or rocky. I think these whales are kind of bluish color because it's a black and white photo. I think it's a little bit of blue and black color. And Angarette says she felt oil. So there could be oil in the water, or you're picking up that whales were made for the production of oil back in the day, or still. So there you go. There's our target for today. Very, very nice. Very good work, everybody. Now let's get into the chat.
Oh, can you divide your comment there?
There you go.
Divide your comment. There you go.
Okay, for not tomorrow's show. Next Sunday show, we got 467-585. Okay, and this is the last of the pre-made ones that we have. So make sure you write that down, do a little bit of homework, and we're gonna have some fun next Sunday on that target number. So there you go. Your assignment for next week. Taron asks, unmarshaled coin, how will it perform in the coming years? Okay. For this one, I think it's going to do actually fairly well. Not as amazing as many of the other cryptocurrencies, but it's going to have its place under the sun. And it's very interesting. We got that new opportunities card coming up. So just telling me that it's going to be a very good cryptocurrency moving forward. It's going to have a pretty good following to it. And of course, we got that follow your dreams card as well. And it's just telling me that it's going to do fairly well. It's not going to be taking out Bitcoin at any time soon, but I do believe it in its own right. It will do very, very well overall. Okay. So in the next years, I think it's going to be doing very, very well. So that's that Marshall coin. I have this thing telling me that I need to throw out some new cards. I think they're going to be going through a little bit of a transition between what they are now into something very, very different coming up. And that's more to fit regulators. Um, so what they are offering right now is going to be changing quite a bit in the future. It's kind of a rebranding that I'm picking up with this one in about 2 to 3 years' time to actually make it more usable for the end user. I think right now we should be looking at cryptocurrencies that actually have a use instead of looking for cryptocurrencies that will make you some money for in the short term, but actually focusing on those cryptocurrencies that actually have a use. And I think that's what they're going to be changing themselves into more and more as we move along. If you're trying to compete with Ethereum and Bitcoin, you're not going to get there. But if you're offering some type of service that they don't offer and you can do very, very well with that, and that is the name of the game for the future. So if you're looking at future coins coming up, look at their use case, and if they say we're going to be better than Bitcoin, walk away from that one or run, or the Ethereum. But if they're offering something that works side by side with any of those cryptocurrencies, then it's probably a good chance that it's going to do very, very well. And that's basically what I'm picking up from this particular cryptocurrency moving forward. Okay, so let's get into the next one. Will silver ever be at par with gold? Actually, I think it's going to be a little bit more per ounce in the next little while. I think silver is going to take off first, and will have more use cases, so bringing up the price of silver over top of gold. Okay. One of the other psychics I was watching, that a stack of 25 silver coins is going to be about $50,000. So that'd be about $2,000 per coin. So with that said, it's more for its use case. Okay. Silver as usefulness within manufacturing and other technologies. That's why the price is probably going to be going up quite considerably in the next little while, because I believe there's going to be some new technologies that come out that utilize silver in a big way. Okay, gold is not used all that much in technology, not as much as silver. And plus, we have the Russian, China, and the BRICS all buying the gold and the silver in great amounts to cover their new currency that they just brought out. And here, us in North America, in the Western world, gold and silver are going to be at a premium because Russia and China are now doing exclusive uses for silver and gold for manufacturing to themselves and not selling it to anywhere else on the planet. Okay. Unfortunately, we in the Western world rely upon China and Russia to produce those things for our manufacturing. So when that starts to run low and we can't find other suppliers, I'm thinking that's when prices will really skyrocket for silver. Okay. So, and that's going to be very, very soon. Thank you for that question. When will they be revealing the new system that includes cryptos? You mentioned it yesterday this year. I think that's going to be in the summertime. They already have a spreadsheet out of that already out. Look for Ethereum blockchain. Um, it's on. It was on crypto viewing last video. He actually shows the chart on how all the cryptocurrencies are going to be intermingling with one another. And he actually does a very good video on that, on how they're all going to be fitting into the Ethereum and Bitcoin ecosystems at large, and how the DeFi is going to be connected with the Ethereum and everything going to be connected together. That will be the new system that's going to be rolled out. And CBDCs are kind of in there, but I don't, looking at the chart itself, I don't really see how it's going to be put in there. So I think they're going to be using the stable coins in place of CBDCs. That would make the smartest thing, because it's already built and it's already accepted by many people on the planet. But not everybody got the memo, I guess, and the great powers that be. So that's going to be starting to be revealed. It's already revealed, but launched in the winter months. Okay, so go have a look at Dick Algar, if he can't speak English today, on his crypto viewing videos, and I believe the last one was talking about that. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. What will happen to federal strike in Canada? Well, it's going to get a little stinky. Well, not necessarily. I haven't really been following that too much. Going to be quite the battle in the next little while. I think it's not going to be resolved anytime soon. Totally. I think in the next couple months it's going to be revealed or finally finalized, I guess, because we're going to have that happily ever after card happening at the very end. But then there's this is the powers that be. Okay, and they're laughing at the particular situation. They don't see the full thing that will happen quite yet, because sometimes politicians aren't that bright. Well, most of the time they're not that bright, or if they even care. I think that's going to be for the next little while, that they're just not really paying as much attention as they should for the next little while. But in the very end, I think they're going to be revealing that, okay, because you got to really put them to the wall. And that's the politicians, the people in charge, to the wall, and show them what's what. Okay, because we got those positive expectations card as well. So a lot of good things are going to be coming out of this particular situation for the next couple months. But it's going to take some time for the actual leaders to actually take it seriously and figure out that it's a big deal, because they're not that bright sometimes. But by the end of, I think it's I'm picking up 3 months time that it's going to be going on, and then they're going to be finalizing all the new things that are going to be put into play moving forward. So it's going to be fun to watch, see what's going to happen. I can see some new little side shot or businesses happening because of this for the short term to pick up the slack. But I'm thinking overall, the people that are striking are going to get what they deserve. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. And welcome to the channel. Will the Doge 1 rocket work or go boom? I think the last one went boom. Very large rocket that Elon threw out there, and it went boom. which space travel is not the easiest thing to do. So this new rocket, will it work? I think it's going to do okay. I think they're going to patch all the things that went wrong with the last one, and actually make it work for the next one. It's going to be making new friendships, new partnerships, and people are going to be getting excited business wise as we move along. And I do feel that next rocket is going to actually work and not go boom and go up in smoke like everything else. And it's going to work out very well for the Elon Musk and his what's the business? Can't think of the business for his rockets. But yeah, I'm seeing no difficulties with that rocket when it does go up. Okay, hopefully that helps out. Will Starlink ever reach $1 USD? If so, how many years from now? 3 years. It's the first number that came up. 3. They're telling me 3. Let's have a little bit more insight on that, though. What will happen in that 3 years? For some reason, it's going to feel like that it's not going to go anywhere for a very, very long time, and people are going to, Jesus, taking a long time to do anything. Let's cash out and all that. And then some new things are going to be coming out with Starlink, and some new add-ons and new exciting things, and then people are going to be getting back into it, and then it's going to be rising to that dollar evaluation within that 3-year period. And it's when they start to make a different what was the remote view for today? It was a whale. So I'm thinking Starlink is going to be making some changes to its way it runs to better suit the end customer and pay attention to many of the cryptocurrencies. They're all going to be doing that in the far future, or not far future, but near future, where they're going to be changing their way they're used and for better end user use case. Okay. Yeah, I like the black cat too. I'm getting distracted. Sorry.
It's actually a tarot card.
It's a tarot card, actually. So, yeah, it's going to get to that in about 3 years' time. Okay? But they got to make some big changes. What else we got? Hi, Andre. In the future, will TrueBit protocol be used by Ethereum for off-chain computation? Pendulum, please. Got the old pendulum ready. It's saying no. So for some reason, maybe TrueBit will be used for other things, but it's not going to be used for the Ethereum. In that case, it could be used in some other case for Ethereum, but I don't think it's going to be used in that particular use case. Okay, so there you go. Can I buy gold from the bank if I'm in Canada? 1 ounce, I believe, was about 2,800. I don't know if you can buy it from the bank. You can buy it from the mint. Here in Winnipeg, we have a very large mint where me and the wife got our gold and silver. An ounce of gold. Yeah, 20. That'd be this sliver of gold, and that'd be correct. A little tiny one is about two of those is about $1,000. So yeah, not from the bank. You'd have to go to the mint, depending where you are in Canada. If you come to Winnipeg, it's a big triangle type building um, that you can go to for gold and silver. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. I did not do that well on the remote view, but something strange happened. I turned on the TV and the show was The Loneliness Whale. Interesting. It's the universe telling you stuff, and you missed out. Oh, Daisy Chains. Yeah, sometimes the universe will do that. So pay attention to all the things that come out from universe. It will tell you things in weird and strange ways. Could be what's happening outside your window or conversations that you hear from around you. Also, TV shows and little commercials and stuff that will tell you the answer in a weird way. Even reading books, bibliomancy. And the first word that you read in a book will probably be the answer that you're thinking of. So that's bibliomancy, another way of getting information. So awesome stuff, Daisy Chains. When do you believe ETH will have a pullback and could it go to $1,000? No. It will have a pullback, small one. It just did not that long ago. Pullback will be in the summertime and it won't go to 1,000. People running around with their hair on fire and freaking out. I don't think it'll ever go down to $1,000 ever again. But I think it'll have a small pullback in June, July, sometime in that period of time. And then there's a moment in time after that where it's going to go really start to do the bull run with the rest of the market and the revealing of the new system that's coming out. And for that information, watch Crypto Viewing. He does a really good video on that. He actually shows the chart on how it all connects. Very, very interesting. It's just not one blockchain that we have to think of. It's multiple, and they're all intertwined with one another. Go have a look at that video. It's very interesting. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Am I going to be sued? Did you do something to warrant somebody suing you? Let's have a look. So you're very aware of the situation that's around you, that there's a possible situation that may get you into a bad situation. This is where you may have to do a little bit of a sidestep and do something else to alleviate that situation. So there's going to be some way out of this particular situation. I think it is there. Okay. But there's going to be a way out, and it's going to be very beneficial for the both parties coming up. And you're going to be breaking free from that particular situation in a good way, solving the situation, and also getting yourself out of that of being sued. Okay. Sometimes fighting is not the best option. Sometimes finding something that works for both sides. Always look for the win-win situation in every situation if you can. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out.
No more questions.
No more questions. Quick. I need a question. Anybody? Everybody's questions have been answered. The, the questions. Okay. Moving forward. Oh.
No, I just. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Okay, I see. Portugal. Can I go to Portugal this summer? Okay. Well, there shouldn't be any restrictions now. All that nonsense of the nonsense is gone. So there's not that staying in your way. You actually already know the question of this, and this is probably going back to your other thing where there's a little bit of a vacation coming up for yourself. And yes, there is their prospect of going to Portugal this summertime. But you're going to have to look within yourself for your own abilities to make that happen. Don't rely upon anybody else. Because I think you have the answer to get that done. Okay. We got that honoring your true feelings card. So you already know the answer. You just have to follow through and just, okay, I'll do the work. That's kind of the feeling that I have around that. And once you start doing all the things that are necessary, it will happen. Okay, so it's going to be a fun time. So have fun in Portugal. Would you rather buy Dot or Link? Me personally, I would buy Polka Dot. I think the wife likes Polka Dot too.
Yeah.
So
That was my choice.
that's usually how it goes. Okay. I like Dot. That means we're going to be buying Dot. So.
It's right.
She's usually right. 99.99% of the time. So I just go with it. So yeah, Polka Dot. I think Chain Link has some really good aspects to it as well. But I think Polka Dot is going to be pulling out a little above Link in some parts. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. We have a Moldavite question. Did I see the UFO because I was carrying Moldavite? Well, Moldavite makes you more susceptible to seeing things and calming the everything down. I don't think it was because of the Moldavite exactly, but it puts you in that state of mind that you're more aware of your surroundings where you saw a UFO. Make sense? UFO was already there if you had the Moldavite or not. That'd be funny. Spaceship. But yeah, it probably puts you in that state of mind where you're more. Yeah, awesome stuff. What else we got?
What's the one?
Hmm.
Well, the future of Dot, but you already did that.
Okay.
So we're done.
We're done. Okay. So make sure that we come out for the remote viewing. I know Dilly Dooley was doing a lot of the work and Bob's job. Very good job, guys. And Angaret did some good work there. For the remote viewing of next Sunday, make sure you come out. Okay. Can I please have a 3-card general reading?
That's it.
There we go. That's the last one. Making me work overtime, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Doing readings does not work for me. So it's a whole lot of fun. I think there's going to be a positive um, ex- expectations around you because you have a new thought of a new project around you. And now you're kind of, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? I think it's going to be working once you put the effort into it. With this new thing that you're thinking of doing, it's going to be making you new business partners and that sort of thing moving forward, if it's a business related thing. And of course, we have that follow your dreams card. Very nice. I like the artwork on these cards. So there is some new money making opportunities coming your way very, very soon. And it's just getting into the swing of things, doing the thought and then doing the action. Law of attraction, law of action. And so we're going to have to practice that in the future. Always, right? And put that white light around it and make it work the way we need and learning as we move along. That's the process. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out. Can we end now?
Yes.
Okay. So, remote viewing. If you'd like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to sacredreadingsbyhenry.com where all that information is there. If you like a personal healing with my wonderful wife, who's the Reiki master in the family, make sure you go to sacredreadingsbyhenry.com. All that information is there as well. And if you'd like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, make sure you go to sacredreadingsbyhenry.com where we have the Treasure affiliate link. If you should happen to hit that button to buy a Treasure cold storage wallet, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. Just a disclaimer. It's legal stuff. Okay, so with that, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you Tuesday and in the future. Bye-bye.